Hi everyone, it's Anna from the Heartbeat Hive, and today I am back with another video. I'd like to talk to you about an active recovery protocol. But before I do that, I am a flow coach and lifestyle designer for entrepreneurs and creative people. Why do we need this and what the heck is it? What this means is that we build in recovery time as a regular practice in our schedule. What this does is allows us to work, plan for rest, recover, rebuild our focusing chemicals so that our output and our productivity when we do return to work is primo. Let's think about this in an analogy. When you're stopping for gas, you don't go to the gas station and say, let me just get 1 gallon. Right? That would be really silly because you don't know when you're gonna find another gas station. I want you to think about sleep and active recovery in this way. So when you are tired and you're pushing and pushing and pushing, that is what you're doing. You're going to the gas station and you're only getting 1 gallon of gas and then leaving. With active recovery and full recovery, which full recovery is sleep, proper sleep, you are filling your gas tank all the way. Now, the active recovery protocol is involving these categories. And I'm going to go through these with you so that you can write them down and start thinking about where can you build these into your schedule. Number 1, heat therapy. So those of you who have aches and pains or at your desk a lot, heat therapy might be really nice for you as you wind down and prepare for bedtime. This can be anything from an infrared sauna appointment to a heating pad to wrapping yourself in a heated blanket. All of those things are really helpful. Number 2 is sensory deprivation. Now, I realize that not everyone can go to a sensory deprivation tank like a float tank, but an easy way to do this is to put in earplugs when you've had a lot of stimulation or maybe a lot of noise in your work environment or maybe your family. Or an eye mask. Laying down or even sitting up with an eye mask on will help rest your eyes, okay? So an eye mask is a good way to get that sensory deprivation. Earplugs is a good way. Finding a very quiet room. Exercise, I would say movement as well. Exercise is super important for blood flow, circulation, and just helping our brain switch modes from being a little too much up here to remembering, oh yeah, we have a body, we have to take care of it. All right, next one is massage. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, I can't afford a massage maybe, or maybe you can. But you don't have to have someone else do this. You can do this on your own. Let's say you've been using the mouse all day, or painting or drawing, or doing some sort of manual task, even typing. Moving your joints, massaging your own body parts can help, okay? All right, moving on. Yoga. Yoga, I would say mobility movements, primal movements, that's really a big thing right now. Just in general, moving your body in ways that you normally wouldn't. And yoga is a lot about mobility of the core, right? So you're on the ground and you're moving around into these different positions. So when we're sitting in a chair, we don't have that opportunity, and that's why yoga is really, really helpful. All right, the next one is uplifting socializing. So this might be taking a break in your day to text a friend, to wave at your neighbor, go outside, to say hello to your cube mate, your office mate, even if that is on a virtual office environment, pinging them and saying, how's the day going? Another way to do this is to go ahead and schedule in your calendar some free time, and don't worry about filling that up. I'm sure it will get filled up with something. Just leave it as a social time, and then you can start planning and saying, well, I'd really like to go to the movies, I'd really like to go hiking with so-and-so, I'd really like to go to a board game night, spend time with a significant other or your family. Okay. Immersion in nature is the next one. I love hiking. I do it almost every week. Even when it's cold, I will, get my butt out there and try to hike, a mile or two if I can. Immersion in nature is super important. Why? Because we have a lot of technology, and when we return to nature, it is a more primal feeling, like our origins, right? There's no screens, and if you can, leave your phone in your pocket or in your bag when you're out in nature. Notice everything around you, take it all in. When you're out in nature, also not looking at something right in front of you, your vision is expanded, okay? And that really helps us understand and reiterate that the world really is expansive, right? Especially when we go outside of our room, outside of our screen, our computer screen, our phone screen, out of our neighborhood. The world really is expansive and full of many, many possibilities, and for you, many, many customers. The next one is breath work. This one I teach a lot. Breath work is one of the easiest things you can do, and it doesn't require any equipment. You're already doing it all day. It's more of a controlled way that you're controlling your breathing. So being intentional with your breathing. And this may not come easily to you at first, but if you practice, then it will get better. Baths. Some people are like, I don't have a bathtub. Well, you can soak your feet. You can soak your hands if you've been typing or working with your hands all day. Baths are really good for the whole body experience, and with Epsom salt, those are really restorative, and that's what we're talking about, our recovery protocol. So these are all just simple ways that you can build in these activities to your schedule. That might be weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, whatever the case. Build them in so that you know you have that time already allotted in your schedule. What most people do is they do it the other way around. They work, and then they start to burn out because they don't have a proper recovery protocol built into their lifestyle. It's cold therapy. You've probably seen the cold showers, the ice baths, and things like that. I started out at like 15 seconds of the cold water, and now I can go longer, but most people just kind of try out the cold therapy in the shower first. And the last one is intentional sleep. So this might be you recognize when you are low on sleep and you build in time to make sure you are going to bed on time, that you are keeping your non-negotiables and saying, nope, I don't take text messages after a certain time. Nope, I go to bed on time. So that is the intentional sleep component. That's it for today. I hope this has been helpful. Don't forget to take note of all these, decide which ones you're most likely to try or maintain consistently, you have access to, then build them into your schedule, and I promise you that your productivity, your well-being, and your output is going to improve by having a recovery protocol.